Justin is run by a bunch of investment bankers, and Morningstar's tools can help make quick.
What to know when investing in ADRs. Hi there, I'm Scott Burns with Morningstar. Joining me today is Julio Lugo, who's the Vice President of Index Products for the Bank of New York Mellon Group. Julio, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Scott.
So ADRs are a rapidly growing area in the financial world right now. What are some tips for investors? What do they need to understand when they're using an ADR? Because they are a little different than just your more vanilla U.S. listed, U.S. based security.
No, that's true. Sometimes what I see and what I mostly hear is that the ADR may be illiquid, and that's not the case. The ADR itself is as liquid as the underlying share in the local market. So, like an ETF, you have the creation and redemption process, and as an ADR holder, you're entitled to all the rights and entitlements as if you were the underlying shareholder. So all the dividends, the information, all flow through us, the Bank of New York Mellon, as a depository, and reaches the end investor.
If I own an ADR, what should I know about the dividend policy, and what should my expectations really be?
Well, actually, there's greater efficiency holding the ADR and receiving the dividend, because we, as the depository, we're custodizing the local shares in that market. And so when the dividend is paid, the dividend is actually paid to us, and then we'll convert into the U.S. currency, announce a record date here in the United States, and a payable. Most of the dividends are qualified dividends, and because the local governments recognize us as the depository, you get the net dividend paid to you, which there's no need to do a reclaim process.
Okay, and that reclaim process, that's where things get complicated, and
could be quite lengthy.
Right, people say, well, it was a 3% yield, and at the end of the day, I only pulled home 50 basis points of yield, after I paid taxes here and paid taxes there.
That is correct.
So that's very efficient. I think another question a lot of folks have is about the filings, because now, an international company, even if you're holding it in the U.S., is not filing on kind of always on the quarterly annual system that we have in the U.S., and they're not even using a lot of the same forms that we're used to seeing, like 10Ks and 10Qs and things like that. How does that process work? What should people understand there?
There are 365 listed ADR programs, those that trade on the New York Stock Exchange, the New York Stock Exchange ARCA, as well as NASDAQ. They file what's called a 20F, which is equivalent to the 10K. Okay. So they make all the reps and warranties, just like U.S. companies would, and keeps them on a level playing field with other U.S. companies on those exchanges. So the information is transparent and available to all U.S. investors.
So I think, one last thing, a lot of investors think that, okay, so I bought an ADR and I purchased it in dollars and the share price was listed in dollars, and so I don't have to worry about currency. True or false? Is currency an issue with ADRs?
Currency is an issue. You are investing in a foreign company overseas. You have political risk. You are not insulated to any foreign currency, and we saw that back in the Mexican peso crisis in the mid-'80s.
All right. Well, Julio, thanks for joining me. I'm Scott Burns with Morningstar. For this and other ADR research and coverage, please check out Morningstar.com.
At Morningstar, we feel it is important to schedule regular checkups of your investments. This is the reason we're pleased to announce Portfolio Monitor, a new and easier way to keep track of your investments. With a few clicks of the mouse, receive a monthly report that provides a comprehensive and customized summary of your portfolio, sent automatically to your inbox. Portfolio Monitor provides a concise digest of all the best features of premium membership. Become a premium member with our 14-day free trial to start receiving Portfolio Monitor today.